Hi, everyone. This is podcast number 9, and we are trying to stick with our weekly mini update. It is Monday, March 30th, and welcome.
Hi.
I'm Laura.
I'm Kim.
LORIEN.
And I'm Kate, and we are the Knitting Posse.
Oh, yeah, I should say that. I guess if someone's watching, they already know that. Hopefully. Anyway, we are all pretty much quarantined, probably like everyone else, and I feel like I should have more to show for my knitting in the last week, although I don't quite. So I'm gonna do some old finished objects. But anyway, LORIEN, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my FO of the week, literally minutes off the needles, which is my Sorrel sweater. Here's a full length view. This is ends not woven and not yet blocked, but really, really pleased with the pattern and the yarn that I chose from my stash to knit it. It's knit in Hedgehog Fibers Alpaca DK. It is a pattern by Woolen Pine, who is the duet of Abby Knits and Dang Fiber. It was one of the hot sweaters of Vogue, I would say, Vogue New York. It was one of the hot ones. And it wasn't really on my list, and a lot. It's designed to be knit with mohair, but I didn't have that with fingering and mohair. I had DK. I knit it all in one color. The color's called Graphite. I call it a tonal black because I have enough gray in my wardrobe. Super pleased with it. The one modification that I made was the neck is actually more of a mock turtle, and I didn't want that. So I knit about an inch shorter in the neck.
I like it with the shorter neck.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I don't like on some people, that it is kind of, it's not quite a turtleneck, but it's not a crew neck either.
Make up your mind. What are you?
So it hasn't been blocked yet. For me, the sleeves are a little snug. I don't really know if they give you a stitch count to drop down to as you're knitting the sleeves, like where to stop. And so I consulted my trusty Strange Brew book by Tin Can Knits, which is my sweater recipe, and realized I'd gone maybe a little shorter, a little more snug, but it's fine. Alpaca expands considerably when you block it. So that is what I'm wearing, and this week's
LORIEN, is that stitch hard to do?
No, it's not hard to do. They call it a dip stitch. It's this here. It's a top-down knit, and you knit the sweater, through this. Do you divide for the sleeves? Yeah. Once you divide for the sleeves, there are some short rows in the back. Once you divide for the sleeves, then you're knitting inside out, and so you're just doing. I know it's called like Sleeve Island or Body Island, but I call it the speed round because then I can just go.
It's beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
It is beautiful. It makes me want to knit one, and I like it without the mohair.
Yeah,
I think you can see the texture of that pattern better without the mohair.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the mohair ones are beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
And it's helping people blend and fade their directions for how to fade it. It's a well-written pattern. So, I don't know. I wasn't going to knit it, and then all my other plans for this yarn fell through. So it was destined to be.
There you go.
So I'm glad it'll be a nice addition.
And Kate, ta-da!
Ta-da! It's done. This is my Gulfstream pullover by Beth MacDonald Stone. Kim was wearing hers last week, and LORIEN showed hers last week. It was a test knit that we did. It is now published on Ravelry, and I believe all, this, as well as all of her patterns, are free maybe till tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Was it April 1st? So maybe 2 more days. And I knit this in the Harrisville Designs Nightshades in the talk radio color. And you can't really see, I brought, this is the remainder of my skein. Can you see the purple?
Just a little bit of fleck in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, so it has like little purpley flecks in it. Depending on the light, it can look more purple. And actually, I think the background on this one looks a little navy to me, but who knows? I don't know what it is. But anyway, I love the sweater. The sleeves, as LORIEN mentioned on this last time, are tight. But I was teasing everybody. I think it's my guns because I've been working out. So It's me, it's not the pattern. No, but it does say in the pattern actually that the sleeves are meant to be very fitted. So I did add a few extra stitches, and all my notes are on my Ravelry page.
I did too. I added about 4 stitches to each arm.
I did too.
And it's still a tight fitting arm on me. It's fitted. So
yeah. I do have a t-shirt on underneath it. That's why you can see the design in the yoke. I love it. I haven't knit with the Nightshades before, and I will definitely use it again.
I saw on the Knitters League, Julie is knitting, what was it, Lorien, the pattern?
Throw over.
Yes.
And she's using Nightshades and adding colors to it. It's going to be gorgeous because there are subtle colors within the black color, navy color.
Well, I think her Nightshades is the one with the little bit of orange in it, and then her colors are yellow to orange.
Yeah. So it would be a great sweater to do color work with as a base. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, is that applied yarn? Or is it woolen?
It's a woolen spun.
I think it's,
I don't know. Can you tell?
I think it's woolen spun. It's a lot like Shelter.
Oh yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
See.
I mean, there are. Let me see. There are like 3.
There are.
Oh, there's a ply.
Yeah. It's tight though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's beautiful yarn.
It's not, it doesn't split.
Yeah.
No, not once. And I held it tight a couple places and didn't have any problem with it. So
Yeah.
Okay, Kim. Ta-da!
I pulled out an oldie today. Not really.
Last year.
It's beautiful.
Soldatna crop. Yeah, last year by what's her name?
Caitlin Hunter.
Caitlin Hunter. I had to wear my high-waisted pants with it. And it's really the first time I've worn it.
I love it.
It looks
I
great.
love it too. If I had to do it over, I'd make it a little longer. I was rushing and I wanted to get it off the needles because it was just so pretty. But that didn't help because then I don't wear it. Anyway, I used.
Can you still add length to it? Do you have the yarn or no?
No, I'm out of that color. So this was Quince and Co. The Chickadee, and it's called Root, and I'm at that. I used it all in this, and I probably could order another one, but for this much yarn, I'll wear my high-waisted pants. The rest of it is done in MadelineTosh in a sport weight. Let's see, I have copper pink is the body color, and Doe Eyes is the lighter color, and Elizabeth Taylor is the more of the purpley color in it.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. I copied someone's color choices on Ravelry. I thought they were really pretty.
Yeah.
And it's a cute little sweater. And the
color
sport,
for you.
Thank you. The sport, I think it calls for DK, not sport. So it does run a little, I probably should have gone up a size, although it's fine. I can get a shirt on underneath.
Yeah. And it looks good.
So we're good. You're good. Thank you. Just I thought I'd brighten up the day with some spring colors. Yeah. What you got, Laura?
So it's going to be very hard to see on I have very terrible lighting here. I have overhead lighting, but I am wearing the Lulu, Loulou sweater by Amy Miller. And the specified yarn, which I used is Barocco Ultra Alpaca. It's navy. I think you can see that. And I love this sweater. And actually, I pulled this out a couple days ago and decided that maybe I wanted another one. I love the navy, but maybe a light color, like a light pink or a white or something like that. It's a bottom-up construction. It had this great I-cord cast on.
Yeah, show the hem at the bottom.
The what?
The hem, the split side.
It's got this sort of high-low. God, it's hard to do this. Anyway, it's got a high-low hem, and she called for like knitting an I-cord and then picking up stitches for it, and I found it fantastic. I'm pretty sure it was Purl Soho where you actually create the I-cord as you cast on, so you end up with the I-cord and all the needles, and it like comes out. So, cause I think I tried it and I was really struggling with picking up the stitches and making it look even. And then it's got this, you know, exposed seam, and it just had some nice details, and it just fits really well, and I really like it. So I'm really thinking about knitting another one.
And that's a great yarn. It's a workhorse.
Yeah, I don't think I would knit it again. I had to give it a little cleaning this morning, a little glean. It is, and it's soft and it's comfortable, but it definitely pills a lot. But I love the sweater. I love the fit. I can't find the pattern with my notes on it, so I'm not sure which size I knit, but I'm really thinking about making another one. And I was going to ask you guys and ask the viewers, how often do you re-knit a pattern? Because I'm not sure I've ever done that. And it's the first time where I was like, wow, I'd really like another one of these in another color. I don't know.
I've done it before, only when I lost a shawl that I liked.
That's right.
Yeah, I left one on a ferry boat somewhere and I loved it. So I re-knit it. But I was thinking I might make another one of these.
In different colors.
In different colors and longer.
I love Christy Glass's Christmas Soldatna.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's really cute.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lorianne,
I was tempted to do that one. But
Lorianne, have you ever re-knit a pattern the same
I
way?
haven't re-knit a couple of shawls. Certainly hats here and there. Hats for sure. I've re-knit hat patterns, but I generally do not knit a sweater more than once. Yeah.
Kate, you haven't re-knit a sweater like for yourself, especially in a different color?
Not that I can think of. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Too many other. It's like a book. There's too many other good books out there.
Yeah. I know. Well, that's why I think I was surprised, because it's the first time that I pulled this out, and I was like, I would really like another one of these. And I was surprised because I feel the same way. I don't think I've ever done that, but I was like, wow, it's a good sweater, and I should knit another one.
I've knit the Ripple Bralette by Jessie Maid a few times, but you know, a tank for me, a bralette for my daughter, or maybe one for her friend. But that's not really the same. I also wanted to ask, so this Sorrel is knit in reverse, so it's a reverse stockinette. And you were just talking about gleaning your sweater, and I was thinking maybe this will wear, like reverse stockinette will not pill as easily. I don't know. I'm curious to know if our posse.
Why would it be different?
I don't, you know what?
It's got more texture to it.
It does, and I feel like the direction, I don't know, maybe direction of the fibers, maybe something different. I don't know. I'm obviously, as I wear it, I'll find out.
And let us know next Monday.
Yes, please.
There we go.
All right. So, Lorianne, I know that's your FO. Do you have any other FOs?
So I also I'm considering an FO because I'm on schedule. So I have my year-long WIP, but March FO is my blanket, my square blanket. So I have completed through March.
So basically, you're doing a square a day, right, Lorianne?
That's square a day, but I started with 4. So I'm going to end with 400 because it's a leap year. And I am 5 short of 100. So I have 95.
How long does it take you to make a square?
25 minutes.
Okay.
I use really small. I use 1.5 DPN cubics. Actually, I find them really perfect for this pattern. And I have not yet repeated a yarn. I've just been going through scraps and minis. So
you haven't repeated.
And I am finding this the most comforting knit at this time.
Wow.
I don't have to think about much. Knitting in the round and stockinette is actually fine too, but I'm just finding like accomplishing a square just feels really satisfying.
It's a goal a day and you're getting it done, you know?
It's a finished object every day.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. So that's been really, I've been enjoying it much more than I thought. I'm really glad I picked it up this year and set this goal for myself. I'm actually almost through my initial stash of scraps and minis. I still have my Advent minis to work through. I hadn't decided if I was putting them in here, but I think I am.
Do you want scraps?
I know, really.
Do you want scraps? Not yet.
I mean, sure. But I'm only using sock or fingering yarn, plied. Nylon is fine. I'm not using, merino is good, but I'm not using like silk blends or anything too fancy or fuzzy. No mohair. No mo. It's the no mo zone. But I'm having fun with it. So I actually, one of my friends did send me a bunch of hers, which is really fun, but I do have to sort through and make sure there are no singles. Anyway, really having fun with it. There are plenty of free patterns available, and I think I've talked about it before, but since I made it to the end of March, I'm on, it's a March FO.
There you go.
Good job.
Kate, I know that's your FO you're wearing. Do you have anything else you're showing?
I do. I finished seaming my my shift cowl, but actually I left a couple inches at the bottom because I like the way it sits better, with a little bit of more room back there. Yeah. So that is done. And again, I think I talked about it last week, but I used the Freia hand paint yarns that I bought at Vogue this year. And I bought 3 skeins, and I only ended up using 2 of them. And I did this last little piece of gray in here. I did just use a little scrap of something that I had that was the same weight, because I didn't want to open up the third ball.
Good idea.
So, yeah. So I like it. It's a little pop of color. Spring,
I like that.
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's done. Yep. So that's an FO.
Nice.
Good job. Good
How
job.
about you, Kim? Do you have another FO?
It will be today. It's my cardigan, the Georgetown cardigan. Hang on, I'm sitting on it. I finished both sleeves because of that beautiful tutorial of 2 sleeves at a time. That was great. And now, so this one sleeve there, I did broken rib at the bottom. I saw someone had done that on her Ravelry page, and I thought it was just really interesting, something a little different. Then I had to pick up the shawl collar, and it was almost 250 stitches to pick up. And so I had to do 8.5 inches of that shawl collar. So I think
Where are you at right now?
I've been weighing it, so I think I could get about 10 more rows in, and then I'll bind off. I was telling LORIEN and Kate, it's a little puffy where I did short rows up here, but I'm thinking once I block it, it will calm down, because I don't do puffy sleeves. I'm already broad enough. I don't need to look like a linebacker. So, but I put it on. Oh my God. I think I'm going to live in this sweater. It's so cozy.
And
so
it's the Purl Soho Cashmere.
Purl Soho Cashmerino. It was worth the splurge. It was worth it. It's going to be a go-to. I think, hanging in the house sweater, even though it's, an expensive hanging in the house sweater, but it's all I'm doing lately anyway. So
yeah, well,
why not? Might as well look good while I'm doing it.
I told the girls yesterday that of my Hatcher, which I wore last week, the Julie Hoover, which is in the Northlight Fibers Water Street. That's been my sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's a nice sweatshirt.
It really is. Yeah.
Laura, what do you have?
Yeah, so I just pulled out an oldie but a goodie. My Kari shawl that I made, that I absolutely love.
I know. I made 2 of those. So there you go. There's your.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, the peachy one and then the
pink one and the pixelated card.
Yeah. So
colorway.
This is such a fun knit, and I actually really wish I had something like this right now to work on. That's just mindless. Like LORIEN, I love the idea of just having something simple every day to do like that, because my project's getting a little laborious. But this is Uncommon Thread, Heavenly Decay. I think it's in Wilted Rose. It was a special colorway, but I absolutely love this. It's really soft and cozy. I love the tassels.
Mhm.
I pulled that out because that was a favorite of mine. So
That's a keeper.
yeah, but I finished obviously a while ago.
She's a very talented designer.
Yeah, who is it again?
Sorry, Norland.
Oh yeah, I do. I love
Yeah.
her stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she's Finnish. I believe she's Finnish, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right, Lorien? Didn't we watch that?
No.
Oh, okay. I watched her podcast. She's very quiet, but you could tell that she's just super talented. With her
Yeah,
design.
and I've liked a lot of her other designs too.
Me
And
too.
that one's just a really simple one, but it just sometimes simple is best for me.
Mhm.
Her new
She's
sweater is
doing,
beautiful.
she's doing a
Has a lot of-
sweater now with Mayak.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes.
Celeste, I think it's called. And
Yeah, with an
it's
S.
very pretty. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with an S. Mhm.
So whips.
Whips. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
reaching. Sorry for the close-up. Okay. I put this one away because this is the opposite of my square blanket, and it's taking a little more of my brain to work on. Hence, I only have about 2 inches to show you. Oh, that's the color.
Oh,
That's
that's
the best
nice.
color I've seen. So this is going to be a Beatnik sweater by Nora Gone. It is knit in Haiku Kensington. It was gifted to me from Laura because she's not going to wear this color, and I will. And once I get going, I think it will get moving. I'm modifying the construction. It's knit in pieces, and I'm knitting the body in the round until the sleeve split. So that's that. I've marked off all the little sections in my little ladybug.
Oh,
That's
cute.
cute.
And
Cooper
where's
in
this?
the background?
What's that?
Who's barking? Cooper or
Sorry,
Sky?
that's my dog, Cooper.
Yeah.
And my little, I love New York.
Oh, there you go.
This
It feels
marker.
like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yes, I love
It
that.
really does.
So I had actually started that a few weeks ago. I put it away to work on the sweater I'm wearing. And then the other whip is my habitation throw.
Oh wow.
My Noro habitation throw. This is like a fraction of the yarn that will be going into this blanket. It may end up being a bedspread as well.
Wow.
It's part of my stash down. And all I basically did was take all of this skeins of this Noro that I have. I weighed it. I weighed the remnants from a sweater I have, and I split it in half. And the first half is increasing. And when I finish that, I'll be decreasing and doing the second side of this blanket. So this is going to be, since I have to go back to work this week, this is going to be my knitting while I'm conferencing
There
project.
you go.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll make a lot of progress on this week. It's really yummy. I mean, it's wool and silk, and it's a luxury yarn. So whoever I gift this to will be treated.
So that project can be knit with any weight? Because you did the other one in fingering.
It was
right?
just, yeah, it was designed in fingering, but I don't see why. It's pretty
Very cool.
basic. So you could really knit it in anything. It just will change the dimensions. And I'm knitting with large needles, like 10s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So that will go quick.
Hopefully a speed project.
While you work.
Yeah. And then that's it. Blanket season is over for me. That will be, these are my 4 blankets for the year.
That's a lot.
I never knit blankets.
Kate, you're up.
I actually, I
Are you
don't have,
whipless?
I am whipless right now. Yes, because I literally just finished this last night and was like weaving in the ends at like 11 o'clock. So, but I
Can't
did
get anything in the dark.
the what?
In the dark at 11 o'clock.
It was in the dark, but I have my neck lamp. So I wore my neck lamp. I don't know what I did without that thing. But I did pull out yarn. This is the Lion Brand collection cashmere yarn. And
Wow. I
Yeah.
love baby and orange together.
yeah, so this is actually going to be a birthday gift for a friend of mine. And hopefully she's not bored enough. She is not a knitter that she's watching this right now.
You'd have to be pretty damn good.
But I am going to make her a cowl.
Oh,
Yes.
Charlotte used to make those a lot.
This is called the Conic by Lori Versaci. And
Was that in that book that you got? Like,
yeah, there are four different patterns. It is mosaic knitting. It was a really fun knit. This one I made for Rich after Vogue 2019. This is made out of the Cashmere People yarn that I bought at the Port Fiber booth from Casey. And this yarn is so yummy. Rich wanted a cashmere scarf, and I was tired of knitting him scarf, so I made him this instead. And it's really soft. It's really nice. So I'm going to make one for my friend in the Lion brand with the orange and blue. I may do one of the other patterns. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to be casting on this afternoon, so I guess I'll be deciding pretty soon.
Nice.
Yep.
I don't have any whips, any new whips. I'm actually deciding, right, I want to finish the cardigan, which, like I said, today, probably. And then I've got to decide what to put on the needles next. And I don't know. Yeah, I have some ideas. I really like that City Limits sweater, but I like her yarn. I like the yarn she chose, and I think that's sold out. So can't get that. I do
it's by
like
Tannis Fiber Arts.
Thank you. Yep. So Chelsea Yarns looks like she's designing her own sweater right now, and it's just a plain, simple, boxy sweater. So I might wait for her to come out with that and then buy one of her yarns. Or the other thing I was going to do is called the Seven Sisters top. I think I have a picture of it here. It's a summer sweater in cotton and blue sky fibers, and it just looks like the type of sweater I would wear in the summer. And
cute.
It looks quick. It's in worsted, so that should be a quick knit, and might as well get it ready because it's going to be warm someday.
It is time to start switching to summer knitting. If
yeah, and then it's not too much of a commitment either. There's lots of things I want to knit, so that'll be easy. It's just I have to decide what to buy and who's going to deliver it the fastest.
Yeah. You better get a backup project too, just in case.
Well, I do have whips. I have that Voyage. I have.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And my Mayak.
Yes.
So, but
you can't do that when you're. Yeah, you can't do that when you're talking to anyone or watching anything. Yeah,
exactly. No, not at all. I can't even sneeze while I do it. So exactly.
So it's interesting because I watched the Knitters League yesterday. I think like we all did.
Yeah.
And I am a monogamous knitter. I have a problem with buying yarn and like constantly looking at new projects, but I pretty much only knit one project. I think every once in a while I'd have something very simple when we were going to the library a lot more, which we've been, well, now it's closed, but I knew I always needed to have something very simple to knit because it was very social knitting.
Right.
So my whip right now is still from same as last week, although I've gotten much.
You've done quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm at least 2/3 through, maybe closer. It's the Lace Wing by Woolen Pine as well. Am I showing the right side? Yeah. So, I've gotten a lot further, and that should be finished. That hopefully will be an FO by next week if we podcast again, hopefully. And I feel like I really need, especially lately, like I feel like I need something to go back and forth from. And this is not a hard knit, and it's a pretty engaging knit, and but I get sick of it and I just walk away and go read or do something. And it would be nice to have a cowl or something, or socks. I bought that beautiful 52.
You need to start socks.
I know. I got to figure out, like, just have something simple and on the small side. It couldn't be like a sweater. It needs to be a cowl or something pretty simple. But I'm always afraid if I get too excited about another project that then I won't go back. So it has to be something small that I would have as a secondary project, or, like what you have, Lorien. I'm jealous, like, to think about that. Like, just every day to have something really simple and easy to go to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
All right, acquisitions. How are we doing on time? Are we okay?
I think so. There's no timer.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
So acquisitions, anyone?
Okay, Laura, you want to talk about these? Everybody can show them. Laura hand delivered these
Yeah.
in our mailboxes last week.
The knitting fairy came by.
Very bye. So my husband, I knit a sweater for my husband a long time ago, and he actually wears it quite a bit. And it's, I think when he pulls it out of the closet, it's a little bit difficult to tell the front from the back. I don't think it should be that bad.
That's why I usually keep a stitch marker back here.
I know. If I'm confused, I buy a little piece of contrasting, yarn, a little knot in the back. Anyway, so I offered to do that for him, and he's like, "No, you need labels. You should get labels." And it came up again recently, and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna do my part for the economy." And I got on Etsy and I looked it up, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get these for everyone." So there's actually these little you can hand sew these in, and then there's also, it came together, you could get one or the other alone, but with these little sort of gift tags, because sometimes you're not going to put a hand sewn label in, and I just thought it was really fun, so I had to share with the posse.
What Etsy? What
Yeah.
Etsy site does it say?
Mountain Street Arts, it says on it.
It's right there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it backwards?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is for you, but not for us.
And it's just, I just literally went on Etsy and did a search for
Knitting tags.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard. And there were a lot of different types, but these were just kind of simple. They looked kind of, I actually haven't even taken them out. They looked kind of soft. Yeah, like they wouldn't be too bad inside a garment, and I just thought they were really cute.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I asked Laura if that meant I
I
had to knit more for other people.
But I think you and Lauren
my own sweaters.
Yeah,
right.
You guys.
All
do
right,
a lot.
my other acquisition. Moving along. I have a problem, and I'm acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You have a
Saw
whole
one last time.
problem.
Dun, dun. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's the pink. It's finally showing as the rose.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rose gold, right?
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
body is a suede. The body of the bag is a cream tan suede, and the bottom is a rose gold. This is the Joji Co crossbody bag. I got it on sale. It has a tiny, tiny mark on the bottom. Like I could put that on the bag within 5 seconds of wearing it. So I was super excited. I treated myself. It was my birthday gift from my dad.
Wait, show us how it goes on your body. Let's look. Put it.
I haven't even put it on, so it may not be the right.
It might not be the right length. Oh.
Can
Now,
you
is
do it
that
in backpack too, or no? It's just crossbody.
Cute.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be a single
Yeah.
also.
Is it
Not
the
that
same
tall.
size as like that, the Pampa bag? Or is it different than that?
This one?
What did you say?
Oh, that's different. Yeah.
That's the Pampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one too.
I do
Also
too.
I almost got both, but I held back. So I have a problem because I have another one coming. So I'll show that when I get it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. I didn't think I knew what it was, but I do.
How did you find a second?
You have to just watch their Instagram,
Okay.
either stories or posts, and I just happened to catch it, and they had some. They actually had another round, I think quite a few more this week, and I missed it, but that's okay. I'm gonna have one for every arm.
All right. Will you give us a heads up the next time they do?
It's seconds, yes, I will, but they happen very quickly.
Okay.
So yeah.
Anyone else have
I'll
any?
give you Kate's credit card info.
Thanks, Kim.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any acquisitions?
No,
No,
I'm the same as Kim. I've been thinking about that City Light sweater, but I love the Tanis Fiber Arts colors in the colors that she did.
Me too.
And so I can't, Barnyard Knits, actually, she put together some beautiful kits, but it was
close.
See it. It was close. So anyway, I'm going to wait, but I have other things I can pull out.
It just looks
before.
like a great sweater too. And some of the test
does.
knitters said that the pattern was really well written. There's good short rows, and it just looks like a really comfy, cozy.
It does.
You
It does.
could make it. You could do what LORIEN did and just knit it in a worsted, because it's a worsted gauge.
It is. I would knit it if I were gonna knit. I'd knit it in a solid color anyway.
Yeah,
when
I
I
was
knit it,
with that. Yeah.
I could see myself doing it in like a kind of cream tweed almost. I think would be really pretty.
Yeah.
I don't have that yarn. I'm not getting that yarn. But I did order a little bit of yarn this week. I have to put a plug in though, because I just think this is super generous. So Nutmeg Fibers, once again, she just came out with some significant discounts in recognition that people need their knitting, but that these economic times could be really draining on people. And you pick your discount if you need one. 15,
Oh, wow.
25 or 35% off your order.
Wow.
And she is a natural dyer. Her bases are sourced really ecologically sourced, and I'm dying. I'm going to cast on with some of her yarn today because I know what I'm going to do with some of what I ordered from her. Some more is actually shipping because my order got a little funky. So I'm actually going to knit something and send it back to her. So I don't know if she watched our podcast. I'm not saying anything more until it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
it
Nutmeg
for me.
Fibers.
Yeah, me too.
So hopefully we'll keep doing this weekly and keep them brief and
Keep them coming.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah.
Take
Miss
care.
you guys.
I know, I missed you guys.
Like
I
the rain
know.
bunch. Like here's his door.
Exactly.
Somebody should have bought stock in Zoom a long time ago, or
Yeah.
a month ago.
Right.
Something tells me they're doing very well right now.
Right.
All right, guys.
So we're bound to run out of material. It's a miracle for me that I finished a sweater in like.
Yeah, but we all have tons of back stock that we can.
Yes,
go.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But ask us questions, really.
Yeah, definitely.
We'd love to pick one or two and answer them each.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So leave us a
Good.
question.
All right.
All right,
See you
great.
next week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.